gentlemen, boys and girls, hurry, turn your headphones up. Because we are back to put it in your ear holes. My name is Cy, and you are getting locked in the padded cell. Yes, the padded cell is that podcast created by you and put together by yours truly. My name is Cy, and I am the host of the padded cell. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's been a long time. And since the last time you heard from the cell, we wrapped up the first ever padded cell Fantasy Football League. More information on that in just a minute. I took on the executive producer role of the 50 Shades of Silva mixtape. More info on that also, plus a special announcement on the way. And last but not least, we will have a very special electric chair segment. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the electric chair is back. Featuring a young, talented MC known as Hermano from the Oviedo area. I know this guy. This is a good kid. It's going to be a cool interview. You're going to like it. All right, well, the holidays, they came and they went. Valentine's Day is done with. Spring break is right around the corner. And if you know who I am and you know my life, then you would know by now that my wife and I welcomed a new addition to our family. So I've been busy, to say the very least. You know what I mean? But kids are great, though. They will make you stop and reflect on life in ways that you never have before. I know it's not anything that I'm doing in particular, but for some reason, my new baby daughter likes to throw up only or mostly on me. Now, I can handle it. All right, vomit is like my unofficial thing. When it comes to vomit, I can handle my own, you know what I mean? But I've never been thrown up on like this ever in my life. And I'm including my college experience. I've never been thrown up on like this. This is crazy. So check it out. I finished feeding her. She burped. I put her back in like her normal cradle position, right? She turned her head inward and let her rip. And this is what I'm talking about. Kids have this amazing way of making you reflect on life. Because at that moment, I reached into my pocket to pull out my phone, and she had not only vomited along the side of my shirt, my shorts, the edge of my bed, but she got about a pint's worth of vomit in my pocket as well. And that shit, my friends, was impressive. I'm telling you, kids are great. Go have one, or two, or 8, whatever. Anyways, this year saw the first ever padded cell Fantasy Football League, and damn it, I am telling you people, if you weren't a part of it this year, then you need to get in line, because next year is going to be dope AF. It was a lot of fun. I loved hanging out with you guys. I'm talking a lot of trash. Big shout outs to all my boys, Manny, Chris Riley, Edgardo, a.k.a. Real, Dad, and Silva with that Deerwood connection. Kyle of Riverwind, the sports wizard. Thank you, homie. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys for everybody who was a big part of making this a big success. Big shout out to you guys, all right? Let's see what else. Big shout out to JP's family, who not only joined but failed to pay as well. Javi, I love you. I'm messing with you guys. I love you guys. Javi, I love you, man. I can't wait to catch up with you guys next time I head out there in Defiance, because I got to link up with Coco, man. Sam and me are going to make some beautiful music together, and it's going to be a dope-ass situation. Who else? JP, of course. JP, man. Shout out to JP. Poor guy. Big thanks to Big John, the Fantasy King. This is all for entertainment, guys, and he has been a solid fan of the show. I love you, homie. We're gonna get you back on the show very soon, so keep up, all right? The Jackass of the Year award goes to JP Killer, not only because he talked a lot of trash, but mostly because he talked a lot of trash and performed the worst. And last but not least, Kenny, a.k.a. Jose, a.k.a. Yuckno, a.k.a. the Japanese pufferfish, a.k.a. Get in Touch, a.k.a. the champion of the first ever padded cell Fantasy Football League. Give it up to this guy, man. I gotta give it up to you, homie. And by give it up to you, I mean I need to give you the trophy that I have been slacking on giving you. I got it. It's right here. And it's an awesome trophy, too. I had it bootlegged and sent from Mexico. I had to cut the budget on it since damn near nobody in this friggin' league paid to be a part of the league. But hey, it happens. I made some cuts and everything's good. He's gonna get a trophy. Kenny, you're gonna get a trophy, and it's gonna be beautiful. You're gonna love it. It's not forever, because I know everybody's gonna be coming after you next year. Speaking about everybody, there's gonna be changes for next year because some kids didn't pay. We'll have a whole different format. It's maybe more people. It's gonna be dope. So if you didn't join this year. If you joined this year and you sucked, you're gone. Peace, deuces. Thank you guys so much. That puts a wrap on the Padded Cell Fantasy Football League. Moving on to Silverback in his debut mixtape of the 50 Shades of Silva. Now listen, Silverback has repped Blitzkrieg so hard for about over a decade now. He has all the flyers from all of our shows. It decorates our studios. It's awesome. He puts together his work that represents him, and that features a lot of people. This collection is appropriately 50 tracks long, but will come out in volumes. I'm executive producing Volume 1. Artwork will be done by none other than Miss J Cash Studios in affiliation with Sick Aside Studios. and will be released within the month to promo the Volume 1. What does this mean? It means we need you. If you know of a venue or a place that we could post up and do a release party, man, you need to hit me up ASAP, all right? Andy Coco Loco, shout out to you, homie. I'm looking for you, bro. Hit me up with that spot. If you guys, anybody knows a spot that we can use to throw down a sick-ass party, then hit me up with that. Also, tell your friends, man, this party is going to be insane because you're going to get some exclusive stuff. I don't want to talk about it right now. You just got to show up to get it. But I'll give you a little bit of information when it comes down to it. And that kind of leads us to the big announcement really quickly. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be releasing my new and 5th mixtape called Diagnosed, featuring the drumming talents of my boy Coco San Perez from Defiance, Ohio. I see you, homie. Good looking out, dude. Release date to follow soon. Keep a lookout. I will be working with not too many other producers. I'm just going to do a lot of my own stuff. You're going to get a lot of blues. You're going to get a lot of hip-hop. You're going to get a lot of storytelling. I want to show you guys that I can write. So I'm going to try to display more of a writing ability instead of what you've heard in some of my other work. So thank you guys for checking that out. Again, it's called Misdiagnosed. Be on the lookout for that one. Now, I want to leave you guys with an interview that I did with a young talented MC from Oviedo. His name is Hermano, and if you know this dude, then you need to turn this up right now. This is the Electric Chair segment on the Padded Cell. Put it in your ear holes. I got a special guest for you guys today. This is one of my boys. I've known this dude forever. This youngster goes by the name Hermano, representing Oviedo. Say what up, homie.
Hey, what's up? Repping Haggerty High. Shout out to Mark Good. Shout out to Mikey Bulos.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I got a few. Shout out to everybody who reps the mixtapes for real. Like everybody who likes the Free Gurky track and got onto my music that way. I just appreciate the support. Thank you.
Speaking of mixtapes, man, you hit it right on the head. I want to go right into that. This culture, the young hip hop culture loves the mixtapes. The underground really is measured by mixtape. What mixtapes are you listening to right now?
Pretty much like a lot of people around me. I listen to like the commercial ones, the Drake, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, the Kendrick Lamar mixtapes. I listen to all of them. All the commercial guys, like J. Cole and the big hitters, I listen to all their mixtapes to see, you know, where they came from, how they progressed, and how they started. Like, it's a learning experience. But also, I like to dip a little bit into the underground, listen to some stuff that, you know, a lot of people my age may not. I don't show this to people. Like, if I'm listening to this at school, they're not listening. They're not grabbing my headphone and hearing it, because I know they like to judge people, and I'm not with that. So I be listening to like Yellow Wolf, Trunk Music, Mick Jenkins, The Waters. I'll be listening to Danny Brown, Triple X, stuff like that, you know. And that's where I try to get super lyrical hip hop that, you know, you may not get from the commercial standpoint, but, you know, I listen to all types of hip hop. I like to expand my horizons as much as possible.
A lot of the kids nowadays, like what you were saying, it's more or less my hip hop. A lot of kids though now will listen to it and be like, nah, I'm not with that. It's not my style. But they don't even think about paying homage to it, even though it's the foundation. What do you think about that?
The reason I don't think they give respect to the foundation of hip hop is because they just don't care. Honestly, like, let's say Illmatic or Reasonable Doubt, you know, classic albums like that. Kids these days, unless they're hardcore hip hop fans, like my man Donnie Vasquez, or they're not gonna really listen to that, because they're not trying to get better at their craft or understand hip hop altogether. They just want something to bump in the whip and, you know, turn up to at parties and stuff like that. They don't really care about where it came from, how it started. But if you actually respect culture and the art and, you know, hip hop for what it is, then you're gonna go back and look at how it started and at least pay homage. If you don't even like it like that, at least you can respect it.
I want to go into your personal plans. What have you done? What type of mixtapes have you laid down, and what's to come in the future?
All right, well, starting off on my past mixtapes, basically a new artist is born. It's basically like my humble beginnings, and it's just me messing around with you know, GarageBand and instrumentals that I downloaded off the internet, just stuff like that, and trying to put my all into these tracks. And sound quality isn't up there. It's you know, it's very it's my rookie season basically. It's basically it can only get better from here though. And it's if you go back and listen to what I put out on SoundCloud and stuff like that, it's like hearing raw talent. It's like it's like Jordan in his rookie season, you know. It's just you don't really know where he's going, but you know he's got it, and that's what I'm trying to get across with these mixtapes that I'm putting out. As for my plans for the future, basically we talked about how like hip hop is like a culture and you live it and all this, that, the other, and every new guy wants to come in and change it somehow. You got Drake with the movement that is like, it doesn't need to be so hardcore gangster rap anymore. You know, I want to go a little further. I want to get into that art form perspective of it, where it's really just an expression of oneself through beats and rhymes. Like, if I could sing, I would, but that's not gonna work out for me. So that's why I kind of gravitated towards hip hop, and I feel like I got a lot to give in terms of personality to the culture, and I just want to expand its range just that much more.
Are there any places you see room for improvement? What would they be?
There's always going to be room for improvement. If you hear people on a cypher and stuff, they'll be spitting those bars that, you know, you hear them and you're like, whoa, like it's just those types of bars that really open your eyes and make they get a reaction out of people.
So
I'm not.
The kids still do ciphers nowadays?
Actually, my man Donnie and a few other guys in school, like, if you're from Haggerty, you know, Santi and dudes like that, DeMarco, guys be doing ciphers, messing around at lunchtime and stuff like that, and they'll be going off the top and everything. They won't be spitting anything crazy, but if they rhyme just a little bit, you know, people go nuts. And I'm not really with that, because, like, if I spit, I want it to be real good. So I gotta work. That's another thing I gotta work on, actually, is going off the top. The thing is, they listen to hip hop so much that they start thinking they can spit themselves.
Exactly.
So the difference is I can actually spit. These guys just be messing around and stuff. And you know, it's cool. It's cool to see that. I don't discourage it at all. You know, it's cool to see hip hop in the campuses and everything like that. You know, it shows you it's still alive. You know, it may be very different from how it began, but and you may not be able to really tell what direction it's going in, but at least you know it's still there.
All right, if your wordplay is your talent, then show me some wordplay. And that's exactly why we got Hermano on the show today, because we are actually going to show you guys a track featuring on his next mixtape to come. Now let's talk about that project. What are you calling that one? You still throwing around some names?
I think I've settled on, I snapped on 6 tracks because it's basically a demo with 6 tracks on it, and it's safe to say that I snapped on all 6 of them. So
word up.
Yep.
Now, are these going to be like fully length songs, or are they going to be like free verses and whatnot?
Okay, so
or maybe like a little bit of both?
I'm thinking a little bit of both. For the most part, it should be free verses, but there might be, you know, 1 or 2 songs on there with hooks and everything, the full structure. So, you know, just don't know what to expect.
Check it out. You heard it here first on the Padded Cell. Side featuring Hermano, Hermano featuring Side. Whichever way you want to look at it, we making beautiful music together. No homo. Check it out.
Man, how come it seems these days everyone is out to get me? It's crazy how much hatred is concentrated within a 2-mile radius of where I stand. Dreams of playing ball was shot down, had to make a new life plan. Shot down by those I constantly call my friends. Still play for fun, though every now and again people doubt me, saying this rap thing is silly and they can't take me seriously. I'm like, really? Bet you won't be saying that when I'm close to a million. Got everybody in your city waiting patiently to hit me. I already got every MC in the vicinity straight fearing me. It's all real, no milli vanilli. Not to mention it never stops. Stress and struggling with emotions evoked by dumb thoughts. Just pay attention, they jealous cause I happen to be everything these haters not.
Haters gonna hate, but I ain't about that. Better get the step and you ain't cool like me. When I speak, that's it. You don't need to talk back. Better get the step and you ain't cool like me. Do everybody your favor and just search your trap. Better get the step and you ain't cool like me. When I speak, that's it. You don't need to talk back. Better get the step and you ain't cool like me. And they clack, the slinger is back. My words will attack. Opinion of fact, I'm active. You're just napping, acting like nothing happens whenever I get cracking. Snapping the sponge of sentence and ripping words like napkins. I had them spinning in circles like they were plaster. In the game, I'm the one holding it down. Anchor. I'm a problem, did I mention I'm awesome? If you're looking for my marbles, I already lost them. You see, the truth is I'm a fashionable disaster. But when they came at me, it was like a cannibal that I'm after. We on the same side, stupid, quit your trolling. Feeling less confidence just cause I stole it. I'm the Capitan, get your hands off a steering wheel. You're disqualified for not being able to keep it real. I'm here to stay, so get up off of my belt line. And you can hate, but it only makes me the better guy. You can sit there with that dumb look on your face. Haters gonna hate, but I ain't about that. Better get the step and you ain't cool like me. When I speak, that's it. You don't need to talk back. Better get the step and you ain't cool like me. Do everybody your favor and just search your
Yeah, man, you heard it here first. That was your boy Hermano and Sai. Hey, man, before we leave, any parting words? Anyone you want to shout out real quick?
All right, shout out to Donnie Vasquez for all the support, man. He's been with me since day one, basically.
Hey, yo, Donnie!
Yeah, I sent all my music to him first, so he's the one that really he keeps me in check. You know, if my bars are whack, he'll let me know first, and I'll step up my game in that department. If I'm not sounding too good on a track, he'll let me know. He's the one that really, he's like the 40 to my Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that guy. He's that guy. Donnie is my guy. Shout out to my man Sai for being along the whole journey. Thank you for everything, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, yo, and like, not many of you guys gonna understand this one, but shout out to Nick and John both for giving us a little bit of drama to play around with while we do this podcast episode. I love you, Mr. Meaty. And shout out to Mark for holding it down real quick while he's in here, holding it down like with the support. I feel his all around. I'm loving it.
This is Mark Good. Shout out to Uncle Lou. I support Evan's 6-track. I snapped on 6-track.
Booyah! All right, cool.
Check it out.
Shout out to you, Mark. Go ahead and check us out. If you know anybody that wants to be on the show, you need to holla at us. That's exactly what we do. The only way we get people on the show is by other people saying, hey, man, I want to hear you work with this guy. So we heard that voice, and we make it happen. So hit us up, the padded cell, 101.wordpress.com.